Appears we have DeMarvin on set right now. Welcome to the Zoom.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. Well, we may as well get started. We're going to start off with a question from Gabe Bach at texags.com.
Yeah, DeMarvin, how much practice time right now for you is spent working inside versus working outside? And at this point in your career, going into your third year, how comfortable do you feel doing both?
I feel very comfortable playing both positions and being inside and out. During practice, we have our packages, and certain packages require me to be in the inside. So we've been working on every single thing, honestly. So it's been good, and I've loved it since I first started playing in and out.
What are the challenges to replacing a guy like Bobby? And in particular, how's McKinley Jackson doing trying to fill that role right now?
Oh, McKinley's doing fantastic. And, we have other people that just got healthy, like a Darius Jones, and we have a couple freshmen as well. And they're all just doing a good job, just making sure that they stay on the task and stay poised and just making sure that that they know their assignments and just having fun out there on the field.
Thanks, Mark.
All right, just had a few people come in late. We're using the raise hand function. So if you have a question, then raise your hand. We'll go to Olin Buchanan next.
First of all, DeMarvin, how have you or what have you done to get better in the last 3 months? Because I know you had an exceptional season. So you've had 3 months. It's the end of the bowl game.
I've been, working on my eating habits, working out more, running more, working on my craft, basically just doing everything possible to be better.
Why would you think, if you do, that the A&M defensive line could be as good as it was last year without Bobby?
I mean, either way, our defensive line is unbelievable. And it's not only it's multiple, so it's going to be scary all around.
And I just want to ask you one last thing. Any of those younger guys playing defensive end remind you of you in any way?
Everybody has their own, their own flavor. I'm saying that. I'm going to start with that, But everyone, they all run to the ball. They're all determined, they all have fun with the game. So I can say they compare to me in that way. They have their love for the game.
All right, thank you.
All right, next up is Tyler Shaw from KBTX, and then Mike Lucas.
Yeah, DeMarvin, what's stood out to you the most here at the beginning of spring as you prepare for this? Any surprises or what, I guess, just has impressed you during this camp?
Just impressed me how the freshmen, the young guys, how they came in just determined to learn and to know what defense they're walking into, to try to build relationships with us older guys, just like we try to build relationships with them. They were open to that. And just the mindset. I loved it. I can't wait to see it continue.
Thank you.
Hey, DeMarvin, I got two for you real quick. I'll start with this, though. You go against the offensive line every day in practice, and last year was a bunch of seniors, now a lot of new faces. So have the new guys impressed you with what you've seen up front so far?
Oh, yeah, of course. Those guys, they work every snap, and, I mean, no breaks. So as the person that I am, I can respect them more than anything, and then they're not scared to put in the work. They've shown that. They down to get down and dirty every day.
And then as you progress into your junior year, I'm guessing you're taking on a bigger leadership role on this defense. So in what ways do you think you've grown as a leader from when you first stepped on campus and played to this point now where you're one of the veterans?
I would say just the energy, having energy on the field and consistently, and just being able to speak up and let everybody hear my voice every single practice, every single play.
Thank you, Marvin.
Thank you.
Next up is Brent Zimmerman, and then Justin.
Marvin, I was curious, when you said you're working on your eating habits, what would be an example of something you're wanting to set aside, and what are you adding? And then how do you go about developing that discipline of having better eating habits?
I've actually started, eating 3 times a day, a few snacks in between, and just getting all the fast foods out, having, meal preps every single day, eating healthy breakfast, healthy snacks, nothing crazy.
So how does having something like the Slocum Nutrition Center help on that front to help kind of
Oh,
avoid fast foods and things?
Miss Tiffany does a great job. I mean, she makes sure I sit in there. She talks me through every single thing that they have, and just make sure that I get all the nutrients in that I need after a long day.
Hey, also, I know he already arrived pretty good, but what kind of improvements have you seen from Kenyon Green in terms of going against him as well in practice?
Oh man, I've been waiting to go against him. Him at tackle. I've been waiting for that one, and he's just showing that he's very versatile. Like he can play everywhere, and you know what I'm saying, respect to him, because I know that's pretty tough being moved to another position, but at the same time he's taken that role and he's handled it well.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Justin Woodard at KAGS and then a follow from Gabe.
Hey, DeMarvin, if we were to say, you could be straight out dominant this year, is that the mentality you're taking as one of the guys that's been on this D line now for a couple of years?
Yes, sir, of course.
In what ways can you impose your will more so, I guess, on an offensive line?
I'd say just using my power more, and I mean run, pass situations, just making myself more present in that whole dominant way.
When you see some of the obviously the D linemen that have gone in the SEC, high in the draft, I mean, obviously you got a big year ahead of you, but do you want offenses to fear you? I mean, is that something that you set out to do mentally as you head into a game and as you go through spring practice, like preparing for that?
Yes, sir, of course. I love, you know what I'm saying, just be that person that, oh, watch out for him, like that. You gotta make sure you're working every single play, because I promise you I'm gonna bring it every single play. But yeah, it's definitely a plan of mine.
And one last quick one, just on the whole defense. With so many returning starters, aside obviously from Bobby, what's the mentality in this spring like when you have so many guys that have been through the fire? I mean, is it just refining things, or is there still things that you're still learning about each other about where to go?
Oh, we're just picking up where we left off. Our chemistry is where it's at. We're just, you know what I'm saying, working on all the little things, all the little nicks, the little, you know what I mean, just all the little small things we had to work on throughout the season. We're getting those fixed up, and we're just making sure that we're still running to the ball. We're being the defense that we were this past year, and we're just going to be better.
All right, let's go to Gabe Bach from Texags and then Sam.
DeMarvin, I wanted to ask you about PV. I think we're going to talk with him a little bit later too. How big a deal was it to get PV back for year number 5?
Oh, it's definitely a big deal. Having a defensive tackle core that's kind of young, it helps having that veteran there, that old head there, just to be able to lead them in the right way, and just make sure that they're doing everything that they can to be successful.
And did you take any extra motivation by kind of getting snubbed by a lot of these postseason awards last year?
I really wasn't focused on all that stuff. I really just was staying poised and doing what I do.
All right, let's go to Sam Com from The Athletic.
Marvin, when you look at how many guys you have back and how much experience you have, what do you think the ceiling is for this defense?
Beyond the sky, if I'm being honest. It's unbelievable.
All right. Anything else, Sam?
I'm good.
Okay. We'll go to Robert Sesson. We'll finish with Owen Buchanan.
Hey, Marvin, do you guys feel you're even with Alabama, or do you have work to do?
All I can say is can't wait for the Bama game.
Okay, thanks.
And
we'll wrap it up with Owen Buchanan from Texags.
Yeah, DeMarvin, I just wanted to push a little bit on what Gabe was asking you. Were you pissed off at all when you didn't make all SEC of any kind after the year you had?
You know, I've always been one kind of counted out, that person that always had like some kind of question mark on myself. So I really don't pay attention to all that. I really don't. I just keep doing me, and I know what I can do. I know who I am, and I'm very confident in myself. So I just stick to that, honestly.
You think you'll be on that preseason All SEC team?
It doesn't matter, honestly. I'm just ready to get to work.
Okay. All right. Hey, man, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right, that's all we got for you. Thanks, Marv.
Thank y'all.